Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about the paper that covered utilization of grape waste as soil media enhancer. So what happened was grape producers that supply juice in wines have a serious problem with grape waste that could potentially lead to environmental harm with having that much waste in one area. So the paper investigates this as a potential peat moss substitute because the use of natural peat moss sources could lead to no natural sources later on. And it's getting more expensive, so they were hoping this would be a cheaper alternative for the industry. So the variety of grapes that they used was the red rumi variety. And what happened was they separated their waste into 4 groups. One with chicken manure and sawdust with red rumi, one with bean hay and red rumi, the other with chicken manure and wheat hay and red rumi, and one of just red rumi. And these piles were watered for 3 months using a sprinkler system until it was watered all the way through. And they did not mess with it until maturity was reached. And when they measured maturity is when the inside temperature matched the outer temperature. And once maturity was reached, the piles were soaked for 48 hours to leach out any other material. Now, they tested Miss Burns' lemon basil seed for germination rate and growth rate. So the seeds were watered every 4 days and fertilized twice, and each media was replicated 5 times randomly using 209 cell trays. Now, germination counts were taken every 2 days for 30 days. And each tray had a germination rate associated with it. And seedling growth was measured every 45 days after sowing. They measured for things like height, width, fresh and dry weight, root length, and the number of leaves that were on during that time. Now, the results were that the pure composting of red rumi showed that there was only a 15.9% survival rate of their seed, and that the mixture of chicken manure and bean hay actually increased the survival rate, but the growth was not improved overall, and it took the longest time to actually germinate of 15.79 days. Now, there were mixes of coir, and those mixtures with the actual red rumi mixtures, which was a 1-to-1 ratio, showed that there weren't really many differences, but there were increased survival rates and growth was improved overall. So the gist of the paper was pure red rumi as a soil media is not suitable for seed germination or growth, but that in a mixture with other components like coir and or vermiculite even, there's potential for improved growth rate, which could enhance the soil, so it could eventually take pressure off of peat moss production as a cheaper alternative. But it was a pretty good paper, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed reading it. Bye!